It's an AFC clash. The Texans look to make it 6 wins in their last 7 against the Bills. But things have changed since their 2020 wildcard win over Buffalo. It's week 4, and it's next.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Texans ready to take over here on offense, and it's Deshaun Watson at the controls in his 5th season now in the NFL.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Ingram again. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. On 1st and 10, Watson. Over the middle, it's Amendola. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, here's Watson. That's out to the flat for Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw, Watson. Now he's flushed out right. Amendola has it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. Going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flushed out right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up, and you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Ed Oliver that time to want to get in there and bring him down. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gregory Rousseau brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That is caught. It's Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. An extra point by Bass, up and good, and it's now 14-0. drafting a touchdown pass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On first down, it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Still 9 remaining on second down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 38, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Throwing is Allen on third. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. A 60-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. Amendola catching it left side. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Watson on first down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. Open man is Trey Burton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And that'll set them back 5. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Houston. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. So here are the Bills to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They'll run here with Singletary.
I'm going to hit you all day.
2nd down and 3.
Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. So that'll back him up 5. Singletary here running out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Ross Blacklock on the tackle. From midfield, here's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Timer pass for the Bills field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing on third down, Watson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. So we've come. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Got his man. It's Eifert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Breida dances by him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run on first down. Singletary, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchdown. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. On 1st down, Singletary. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On second down, it's Moss. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Back now in Buffalo. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3rd down, here's a run by Moss. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down in less than a yard.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Houston's offense taking over again. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Tony Field in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, this one into the hands of Burton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. 183 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the 4th quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw in here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
On 1st and 10, Watson looking middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Singletary again, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Singletary. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut